All right. Well, here it goes. Semen retention. All right. I haven't made a video in a very long time, but I promise you, I've been practicing semen retention. For those that don't know what semen retention is, it's basically withholding in your life force. No corn, no masturbation, no orgasm, okay? And I've been practicing this probably since December 2024, okay, off and on. I've had a few relapses, so my longest streak being 73 days. Right now, this is day 51, okay? Now, I don't really want to refer to this as a streak anymore because I feel like when you refer to it as a streak, you're kind of putting a time on it. You're kind of putting an end date on it, right? Like, oh, the streak, like how long is a streak going to be? No. It's very true what they say when they say don't count the days. But I'll be the first one to tell you that it's really hard not to count the days, right? Especially when you're in the beginning stages. Okay, so this video is going to be more so about what I've experienced in my last 51 days, not any of my other streaks per se, okay? This is going to be what I experienced in the last 51 days. So today's day 51. I wanted to make a video yesterday, but I hit the gym and I decided not to. Okay. I'm also going to sprinkle in some of the benefits that I've personally experienced and can contest to, like female attraction and some other things. Well, let me just get into it, okay? So the first probably 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks are probably the hardest. Maybe 3 weeks, okay? The first 3 weeks, you have strong urges, especially if you've been practicing this before. This isn't your first go around. Your urges are going to be strong because you're already holding in your life force from previous. And if you didn't go on a binge relapse, you're still retaining in some of that life force, okay? And if you've ever released in a woman, like emptied, you know that feeling, like complete empty. It feels like it's being sucked out of you. Like that's the feeling. I've never gotten that feeling from masturbation per se, okay? But on another thing, I think that you can release without having an orgasm, okay? What I mean by that is when you're, choking the chicken, when you hit that peak moment where you know you're going to release and there's nothing you can do to stop it, you lay off and you just let it go, right? But you don't keep finessing, okay? Usually when you keep the finessing, it really brings out the orgasm, right? You get that intense feeling. But if you feel that peak moment and then you just let it go, it builds up, and then you let it go, it's a different experience. Like you don't feel that orgasm, but you get that sensational release, so to speak. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but that's something that happened to me on my last few relapses, okay? I didn't finish. So the first probably 3 weeks are rough, like intense urges. Your body wants to, it wants to keep it going, wants you to keep relapsing, you get insane urges, you're bricked up. I don't know how to explain it, but if you're a man, you know. And then probably about the first week after a release, you experience the low energy, you experience probably onset depression, maybe some shame. You feel lacking, you feel depleted. Those are probably the best words I can use to explain it. And you feel invisible. Okay, you do. You feel invisible. You can walk out and people won't even look twice at you because you get these bags. At least I do. I get huge bags under my eyes. You can see that my bags are pretty much gone. If you look in maybe one of my older videos, or maybe I'll put a picture up, but you'll see that when I'm depleted, I look pale. I look like my eyes are like my skin is, it just doesn't look good. Like a dried up grape almost, you know, like a raisin. And I'm guessing that everybody else can sense that too. Okay. So that first week, not great. You're still kind of regenerating your life force back. You feel depleted, kind of depressed, low energy. And after that first week, you experience, or at least I experienced, some energy. You get that. I mean, studies have shown that you get this testosterone boost after probably about a week. And you notice that you can do more things. Certain things don't feel overwhelming to you anymore. You can, like, for example, dishes or laundry. Usually, you know, you don't want to do it. But after about a week of not releasing and being strict, you know, about not looking at the corn, not pleasuring yourself, you start to build up this energy, and you start to transmute it into things that usually you would not want to do. You tend to not have an issue doing it because you have this built up energy and you know you need to transmute it. So doing the dishes, doing the laundry, doing the things that you typically wouldn't want to do. Okay. So that's probably about after a week, probably between a week and 2 weeks range. And then, okay, after about a week, I had gotten my job where I work right now. Okay. And kind of a crazy experience. I'm going to sprinkle in some female attraction here, but first I'm just kind of going through the benefits as I go through the timeline. Okay. So I got hired about 44 days ago. I'm on my 51-day streak. So I was about 6 to 7 days in when I got hired. So kind of depleted, but on the brink of having the energy, you know, losing the depletion, the depression kind of stage. And so I'm getting a tour through the shop, right? So my second day in, so the first day is orientation. You have to do all these, you know, online training things. You don't even really actually get to your work area. Second day is actually you meet up, you get a tour through your work area. And I'm a CNC machinist, okay? I've done manual machining as well, but I got hired back as a CNC machinist, okay? Well, technically the classification is just machinist, but I'm operating CNC machines. And so I'm doing a walkthrough through the facility, right? It takes me from one end all the way to the other end. It's pretty long. I would probably say somewhere close to between an eighth and a quarter mile long. It's pretty far. A lot of machines in there. So I'm going through, he's showing me all these machines, the processes. I have the shop set up in a specific order, so to keep flow moving through. And then we get to the very end, and I had noticed a girl, okay? There's a girl over there. She's going to be important for one of my stories, okay? But she's over there and I see her working, and I had already been told that I was going to be working on the other side of the shop. So at this point, I'm thinking, thank God I'm not being tested. I'm not going to be put in an area where I might be tempted, right? Because I want to be on this journey. I want to retain my life force. I want to transmute it into making my life better, self-developing. I have two daughters. I want a better life for them. I want to transmute it, right? I'm single. I'm divorced 5 years now, and I've had girlfriends. You can probably see from my other video. I kind of went into detail. I was dealing with a narcissist, but anyways, we won't get into that. So we get all the way to the end of the shop. I see her, and I'm thinking, thank God. I'm not going to be working with this girl. I didn't even know she was a machinist at the time. Okay. So about 3 weeks go by, and I'm training on these grinding machines, and my manager, supervisor, comes up to me and he tells me, hey, Wes, we're actually going to need you to pull you off these machines. I know you got a lot of training on them already, but one of our employees is leaving the department, and we need you to get trained on this other machine. Actually, two machines. And I said, okay, no big deal. I've been machining for 15 years, so I'm always about learning new machines. So let's do it. Open mind. I'm in my probationary period. So I have no idea what machine he's talking about, and he says, tomorrow we'll start on that machine tomorrow. Okay. So I asked my coworker that's training me, super cool guy. Long story short, we've grown up in the same exact area, went to the same schools. Okay. So we hit it off right off the bat. Well, I was like, hey, do you know what machine he's talking about? Can you show me this machine? And he's like, yeah. When we get a break, we'll take a walk down there after the machine's running. And I was like, okay. So we walked down there, and this machine's a pretty big machine, bigger than the machines that I'm used to running. It's a pretty big machine. And it's kind of got a corral, like a little area that you walk around, and then it's got stairs up to the machine. So we walked through this like little hallway area. It's not really a hallway, it's just kind of sectioned off with lockers that you have to kind of walk through lockers to get up to the stairs. We walk around the corner, and lo and behold, she's the one running the machine. She's the one I'm going to be replacing for that machine, and she's going to be the one training me. And I think to myself, okay, so this is 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks have passed by. Okay, so at this point, I'm about 30 days into my journey, right? I'm 30 days in, roughly. I can't remember the exact day. So I went over there. The guy that's training me introduced me. I mean, immediately, like, we locked eyes. That's another thing. At about 30 days, you are able to make some serious eye contact, okay? I don't know how to explain it, but when you're not depleted and you're full of life force, you're able to lock eyes with people and be able to talk directly to them. I don't know how to explain it, but you can. So immediately we lock eyes, and it's just really weird. She just starts opening up to me about this machine. She's like almost ready to train me on the spot. And I'm like, whoa, hold up. Like, I like the energy, but I'm going to be here tomorrow. So, don't waste your breath right now. I'm going to be here tomorrow. Okay. And she's like, oh, okay, ha ha ha, all giggly. And I was like, okay, so we'll meet up tomorrow. Okay, so right now I'm gonna put this attraction story on hold. I'm gonna dial it back here because before this all happened, there is probably my second or third day in. There's another girl in the department, okay, that I kept running into. Okay, this is 3 days in, so probably like my 9th or 10th day. And the second day that I see her, she comes out of her way to walk over into my area and wave to me. Wave to me. Nobody ever comes out of their way to wave to me. I don't know. Do girls go out of their way to go wave to you? Probably not, right? Unless you're some extremely good looking person. I don't think I'm bad looking. I don't think I've ever really had trouble getting decent looking girls. But anyways, so I see her all the time, but never talk to her. Okay. So this is about 10 days in. Okay. So later, between this time and the time that I'm getting trained, I'm about to get trained, I usually go outside the plant and I vape. So I usually go hang out and vape, and I catch them both walking out. They go for a little stroll. She's okay. So the girl that's training me right now is actually texting me right now. Okay, so we're gonna get right back to that. So so yeah, I see them walk and I'm like, oh, they're friends. This is interesting. Okay, it's very interesting. This is gonna come into play later. This is why I dialed it back. So fast forward 30 days, or roughly 30 days. Like, I go over there and it's I don't know how to explain it, because 30 days in, holding your life force, especially after having several streaks before, I'm in these other streaks that I've had, I wasn't around people. I isolated myself in my room. Okay, I never went out. I did most of my work on my computer, did some marketing, website building, stuff like that. So I have my own skincare business. So, most of my self-employed, in other words. So I never really put myself out there. So I go over there and I've never experienced this level of enthusiasm toward me. And I can totally confirm what other content creators are saying when they say that you change people when you're around them with this energy. She opened up to me. I mean, I don't even know if it was like an hour or 2 hours in, she was already telling me that she wants to not per se have babies with me, but that she wanted babies. At this point, she's younger than me, like quite a bit younger than me. Like, she's of age, of course. She's past drinking age, we'll say that. And I'm pushing 40, okay? I have 2 daughters, and I had not wanted to go that route because, having another baby mama, because, it's very risky, at least for a man, to kind of go that route, have multiple baby mamas. And anyways, so this is going to be an ongoing story. As you can see, I told you that she just messaged me, and she asked some serious questions here. So this is probably going to be ongoing. I might ask you for some advice. So if you got some advice in the comments, I'm doing my best. But let's keep this conversation going where I'm at right now, okay? from beginning of training to now. So at this point, I'm about, I want to say 3 to 4 weeks in training currently. Okay. Currently. So maybe 3 weeks. Okay. And she, like, giggly. Sometimes she can't even look me straight in the eyes because she looks away. She's complimented my eyes so many times. She says, "You have beautiful eyes." She's like, "I've never seen eyes like that." Okay. And there's some more crazy coincidences. Okay. So I had considered, prior to getting this job, that potentially I might want to have more kids. Okay. Even if the risk is having another baby mama, because absolutely no way that I'm ever going back to my ex. Okay. So, but I wanted somebody that would be, more fertile, so younger, and because people around my age usually already have a set of kids, they already have kids, they already have a ton of experience, they've gone through a lot of traumatic events, and it's just not ideal for, I would say, probably most men. Okay. Now you may disagree, that's completely up to you. But what I want is somebody that's younger, that is more fertile, and more than likely doesn't have kids already. Okay. That way I'm not having to deal with another baby daddy and, any sort of baggage that may come with that. No shade to anybody that's, that's doing that right now. I respect you. That's just personally what I don't want to do. Now, so I'm about 3 weeks in my training. This our last week right now together in training. So I have 2 more days of training with her. And let me just tell you, probably, I think it was about two weeks ago, week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, like, I'm just feeling this magnetism to her that I can't describe. Like, it's like an energy, like energy magnetism. And so one day we were machining, and just she's just been kind of really flirty with me. Like, it's obvious that she is attracted to me. I mean, she's said it multiple times. You have beautiful hair, you have beautiful eyes, you're tall, you got a beautiful smile. When you first started working here, I was intimidated by you. Like, this is stuff she said to me, and I swear on my life, this is what she said to me. I'm not making any of this up. And so one day, out of nowhere, I just give her a high five. And the energy transfer that I felt, I haven't been with anybody in over a year, going on a year and a half. Not even so much as like a hug. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how determined I am to find the right person by any means. Okay. If that means celibacy forever, then that's what it's going to be. Okay. But we touched hands, and she felt it too. Because immediately she didn't want to, she pulled off a little bit, and then she pushed her hand back onto mine, and then kept clapping my hand as we were going out of the high five. And it was intense. And I even told her, I was like, I don't know what it is about you, but I am feeling this magnetism towards your energy. And she said, I am feeling the same way. Okay, so a couple more days passed. She wanted to show me her, or she wanted me to feel where she had surgery on her ankle. Okay, so she grabbed my hand and I felt her ankle. Let me tell you, this is extremely hard. When you are 30 plus days in, never not been with anyone in over a year, you're not watching the corn, you're not pleasuring yourself. Let me tell you, this energy transfer got me bricked. Okay. Bricked. Okay. It was intense energy. I don't know. Like, immediately, she probably saw it in my face too, because my eyes lit up. Like, I was like, whoa. Like, I've never felt that, like, from anybody I've been with. And so, this life force energy is absolutely real. You don't believe me? Do it for yourself. Do it. Okay. So, right now at this point, I'm 51 days in. She's been doing nothing but she's laying on me. She's putting her head on me. We've held hands. Like, you don't know how hard it is. Like, we're kind of isolated over there. I mean, the machine I operate is air conditioned, so it opens up and it's big inside, and there's like corners and stuff that right? You're thinking what I'm thinking, and I've wanted. She's got the juiciest lips I've ever seen. Like, I've wanted to kiss her so many times, but I know that if I feed into this lust, it might change everything. Okay, so right now my mindset is to stay focused on the journey, stay focused on the journey. My energy is building up. There's no loss in attraction. There's no loss in the energy. There's no loss in the magnetism. In fact, at about 40 days, I started noticing magnetism to other people. People just showing up in my area, like almost like they were drawn into my area. You know what I'm saying? Like, something was pulling, like I was pulling them towards my area. It was really weird. Like, I can't explain it. Like, there's typically people that don't go in that general area. And one of them being another young girl. I think this one might even be younger, to be honest. And she's been giving me the eyes as well. Her head's turned. Like, she saw me. We're about to clock out today, me and my training girl, and she was staring at us, staring at me, because me and the girl that's training me are, we're chopping it up, we're giggling, and I could see her just staring. Like, I don't know. I obviously don't think I'm a bad looking guy, but I know I can feel, and I can feel it. You can't explain it, but you can just feel it. You're like, this is powerful. Like, I don't know if this is going to get more intense. Like, am I going to be able to, like, like, I hear people like get tired of it, like, because the power becomes so strong, like the magnetism, the attraction, the even, oh, I've experienced mate guarding. If you don't know what mate guarding is, that's when men try to, like, protect their mates, right? So women they like. So, like, literally, like, there's a guy that has been working in my area for overtime. He's not assigned to my area. He just works in my area. And he started doing petty things because she's leaving and I'm coming in there, and he definitely is intimidated by me. Okay. He's taking binders of notes and setup instructions and stuff like that. And He's not even coming to the area anymore. He's messaging my training girl. Okay, so that guy, another guy, literally the day after. So the girl that's training me, she's a little Mexican girl. I call her mi gatita, which means my little kitty. Literally, literally the next day, another guy, not that guy that I'm talking about before, another guy that works in the same area, he's a mechanic, comes by and starts calling the girl, because the girl that's training me, she dyes her hair like a red, like it's a pretty red, and he calls her Cinnamon. He just out of the blue just starts calling her Cinnamon. Like, if that's not mate guarding, he won't even, like, I've tried to say hi to him a few times. He just kind of like smiles, like a cheesy smile, kind of like a fake smile, and never says anything back. And yeah, for sure, he's mate guarding. What else? I think in about 30 days, I was able to deep stare. I locked eyes with some young woman, and it was like a good probably 10-second stare, just back and forth stare. Like, usually when I'm depleted, look away, it's almost like a shameful, like, oh, we made eye contact, look away, I'm sure everybody's experienced that. But when you hit 30 plus days, 30 days or so, maybe 40 days, I think this is at about 40 days, you lock eyes and it's almost like you're being told a story. Like, you're uploading information, they're uploading information, or downloading information. You guys are just downloading each other's information, and there's like an energy transfer almost. And it was like a good 10 seconds. I don't think, like, for a stranger, like, somebody I've never met before. So definitely you'll start to experience deep stares. You'll be able to start reading people better. You get better discernment. Gains in the gym. Your workouts start to become longer. You're able to lift more without any supplements. I don't use any supplements. I'm probably in the best shape of my life. I don't know if I look it in the video, but I'm putting up lots of weight right now. Best shape of my life. I'm tattooed, so the girl was saying that I was intimidating because of my tattoos. I don't know if she was being real about that. I don't really think I'm that intimidating as a person. I think, I try to smile at people, and I chop it up. Oh, another thing, you start to make some deep conversations with people, and you actually care. Like, at least I do. It'll be beyond surface level stuff. Like, I generally get interested in people when I start talking to them, and they generally get interested in me. And it's really easy to get into deep conversations with people. Like, I start asking people below surface level stuff, like, oh yeah, that machine, oh yeah, did you guys ever have to do that? Oh yeah, you start like complimenting people's stuff, like, oh yeah, I saw you like that brand. Man, you just are, like, I'm friends with most people in my shop because I think I have you get social skills. Like, what, how else do you explain it? Like, this is crazy level. I'm at 51 days, and we're heading into fall, and this is dangerous for people that are on SR, and especially this little mi gatita, like like, what do I do? She's already even insinuated having kids with me. Like, really? She was like, I don't know, I'm not pregnant. Like, I was like, what? She's laying on me like 51 days, man. Like, what? This is like the time that most women get pregnant because they'll have kids in the spring and the summer. And that's the best optimal time to have kids. I don't know. Like, what do I do? Like, help me out. Help me out. Chat. Drop a comment. What should I do? Yeah, female attraction. For sure. Absolutely. 100%. Oh, stoicism. I walk differently now. I feel like I hold myself differently now. Like, I'm always thinking about the task at hand. I don't feel like, slouchy. I don't feel depleted, shameful, depressed. Like, I feel like I'm at the best point in my life. I'm full of life force. I have things going great for me. I don't know. Like, this is tough. We're going into fall. I'm going into fall, 51 days in. My goal was to make it to at least 6 months, which would put me in March. And I don't know if I'm going to make it. I definitely don't want to go the route of fornication, especially if there's going to be kids involved, potentially. So I definitely want to do it right. Definitely no foreplay, because when I pull the trigger, it's got to be in the right place, right? I don't even know if it's going to be 30 seconds, to be honest. So that's it. I mean, 51 days. If you got any other questions, if I missed anything, any of the benefits that you might think I've missed, if you want to hear more attraction stories, let me know. This is just kind of what I can remember at the moment that I've experienced. If you have your own stories you want to share them down below. I'll read them, check them out, give you my thoughts and comments. Keep going, guys. If you haven't jumped on semen retention, do it. 100% do it, because I absolutely guarantee you, once you do it and you make it past 30 days, it's going to be hard. You're going to have to stay away from the IG girls, the hub. You have to stay away from, you have to be disciplined. You have to, if that means getting up out of your bedroom, in a place that you would normally do it, then do it. Go organize your life. Go do something. Go for a walk. Take your dog for a walk. Do it. Stop. Don't, it's worth it. You don't want to live that depleted life. Trust me. Invisible. You're invisible to everybody. When you stop releasing and you start retaining, you become visible to the world. You have an energy. I promise you. All right. Well, if you made it this far, please give me a like. Help out the algorithms. Drop a comment below. I want to hear some stories. Yeah, I hope you follow me on this journey. Oh, I'll get you in the next video. Talk soon.